Hey everybody, Jason here, doing a little comparison on some compact lanterns. So, what I have here is the Olight Olantern Mini and the Goal Zero Lighthouse Mini. Alright, and then I just brought out the Olight O-Bulb for fun, and we're going to talk about these guys. Alright, so the Olight here, $60, $45 if you picked him up when he was on the flash sale when they first came out not too long ago. The Lighthouse Mini here spits out 210 lumens for $40. So 150 lumens, 210 lumens. Size-wise, the Olight is just a little bit smaller. He's definitely heavier, 8.4 ounces versus 8 ounces versus 2 ounces on this O-Bulb. So he's kind of way off in the ultralight weight aspect, but he only spits out 55 lumens. Okay. So let's get him out of the way and talk more about these two guys right here. Alright, so 150 lumens, 2000 mAh battery capacity, 210 lumens with a 3200 mAh battery capacity. So bigger battery, a little bit better long run times, not by much, but a little bit. This guy does extremely well for 150 lumens. The way they did the technology that they did with the way that light is dispersed with the dome here and the inner hourglass bit inside there, it really spreads that 150 lumens very well, impressively well. Whereas the Goal Zero here has this washed out dome, and even though it's 210 lumens, you get what you get with it as far as how much dispersion it does with that amount of light. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that right now. So here's your Olight lantern, 150 lumens, here in the middle of the backyard on that table. Gives you an idea. And there's the Goal Zero at 210 lumens. So yeah, definitely can tell a difference in the brightness. Let me do the half going towards the fence. So that gives you an idea of it going towards the fence. So that's very interesting to see the comparisons between those two. Alright, let's go back to daylight and finish it up. Okay, so you see those differences on its the light outputs and how much dispersion of light you get at night in the dark. So that's very interesting comparing these two, and totally reflects in the way that they did the domes of the light here in itself. Okay, so warranties: 2-year warranty versus 1-year warranty. This guy definitely feels more robust and built with a metal alloy base to it, so I'm assuming that that's where you're getting that extra chunk of weight from. It does use the infamous Olight magnetic charging cable, so that's how he charges. where the Goal Zero here has its charging cable built into it, which is a nice feature if you're somebody who struggles to keep track of and can never remember where they put their charging cables, or making sure that they have the right charging cable for the right device versus maybe the wrong device. So another benefit that the Goal Zero lantern here has is it has a USB plug-in so that you can charge other devices from the battery on the Lighthouse here. Okay, so that's a neat extra little feature. The Olight lantern here hangs this way or stands up like so. Those are its hanging / mounting options. The Goal Zero here has its stand-up feet, which fold and get put away. It also has a hanging hook at the top here. It also has a molded loop here and cut out so you can run cordage, run some paracord or small rope through it and suspend it in the air that way. It also has a magnetic base that's flush with the bottom of it, so it can, sure enough, magnetically attach to other things magnetically. The Olight here has its magnetic charging base, but because of its feet here, it's very nice rubbery feet, how much it'll grab other magnetic things, I don't think it'll hold like this to a metal surface because of these feet. So you kind of lose out on that. But so that's different mounting options. The other cool feature, not that I know how much I'm would bother using it, but it's an extra mounting option. There's a threaded port here to screw this guy onto a tripod, so you can mount them on a tripod. So that's kind of a neat feature, extra bonus mounting option for it. Now, as far as lights and light output and runtime, the Olight here has a straight up on-off switch, and you hold and press to cycle through all its modes. It does have a red mode where the Goal Zero lantern here does not, but the Goal Zero lantern, instead of just a press button, it has a spin dial. And as you can see, this with spin dial going one way, it'll only illuminate the one side, so 180 degrees worth of light output versus your full 360. So where that really can come in handy is when you're in your camp kitchen and you want the light just shining in one direction. You have that ability with this light. Or throw full 360 degree mode and you get that full illumination of your campsite / workspace. Okay, so that's kind of a nice bonus feature, and because of that, its run times work differently, and the fact that on its absolute lowest settings, with both sides illuminating, you get 500 hours. That's what it says off of that battery, versus 400 hours. Sorry, 400 hours when both sides are at its lowest light level. 500 hours if it's just the one side. So it's interesting output time for this guy on this lowest settings, going 180 versus 360. So that's really cool. They both say, even though 3200 mAh, 2000 mAh, they both spit out 4 hours of runtime on their highest output settings. So, granted, the output settings different, but as you saw, the amount of dispersion that each of these guys throw at night is also interesting. So, price. Again, $60, not on sale. $45 when he was on sale. for the flash sale. $40, not on sale. If you can get him at a discount, he can be less. He can be, I think I got him at a discount, and I paid like $38 for it after shipping. So not much less than the 40 bucks, but yeah. So a little bit cheaper, a little bit more durable build quality, 2-year warranty versus 1-year warranty. Really good light throw for its 150 lumen output. They are what they are. They're close. They in comparison in all aspects of it. Now, as far as whether or not you would take these backpacking, it depends on the backpacker. It depends on the trip. If you're going in a group of some sorts, having a lantern is nice, so that you're not shining everybody in the face with your headlamp lights or your handheld lights. Having a lantern around the campfire just to be able to see everybody else around the campfire is nice, having a lantern. But is the weight and the bulk of carrying the lantern, throwing that in your pack. If you're more of the lightweight and ultralight backpacker, these aren't probably going to make it into your pack unless it's just a very quick 1-nighter, 2-nighter, low miles on the trail type outing with a group. Then I can see that being something that you might want to throw in your pack and bring because of that, because of those other aspects of the nature of your trip. Now, where the O-bulb comes in as being a much lighter and more compact option than these two, because of its small battery and because of its runtime only being 3 hours with that 55 lumens, are you going to bring this when you only get 3 hours of those 55 lumens? Or is that not enough runtime for you? Having to bring charging cables and charging it using a battery pack of some sort, is it worth it? Those are all questions that you've got to answer for yourself based off of what you do. Now, as far as not backpacking, as far as regular camping, I think all three of these are awesome options to have. Something to have in the kitchen part of your campsite, something to have by the fire, or something to have in the tent. I mean, and they're all three of them are very compact, and they're very neat in their own ways, in their own functions and capabilities. So, and they're a joy to have. So it is what it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the compare and contrast on them, and that it was beneficial to you, and it was fun. It was fun for me. I love lights. I love lanterns, and it's neat to see different companies come out with different styles and technology being in work at its finest. So, hit the like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and leave some comments and some feedback in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether or not you've got one of these or both, like me. If you're using them, which ones you prefer, which ones you enjoy the most. Whether or not you've got a lantern that mounts on a tripod, how often do you do that? Does anybody mount lights and lanterns on tripods not for the sake of filming, like you bring your tripod when you go camping or backpacking, mostly for filming purpose or photo purpose, but to go and throw a lantern on it? I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts on that one. So, thanks again for watching, and I'll check you guys out next time.